sit down, get settled in, and solely work on myself. I'm going to be creating a vision board today. I did not do this at the beginning of the year, and that's probably why I actually haven't achieved any of the goals that I wanted to achieve this year. So I thought if I would do this, at least I'm giving it a go at trying to change the way that the rest of my year is going to go. And when it comes to vision boards, I actually think there's two really important parts. There's the external part that gives you a visual representation of the goals that you would like to achieve or where it is that you're heading in a certain period of time. But I also think there is an internal factor to this, especially if you're feeling a little bit lost or you need a bit of a self-confidence boost. I think this is a nice exercise where you can focus on the things that you love, the things that you want to do, and it can help reinforce who you are and what makes you you. So I'm really excited to do this for myself this afternoon. I'm going to be really creative. Like, I'm going to go all out on this, and I'm going to take you guys on this little journey with me. So I'm hoping that this video is relaxing, but also motivating at the same time. So let's get to it. The first thing that I'm going to do is give myself a little bit of direction. I'm going to sit down and write down a few ideas and things that I would like to include on my board. This is going to change as new things come to mind, but I think it's just a nice place to start so you have a little bit of a direction when working with your vision board. And I forgot to show you my vision board. So I've got this white piece of cardboard. I have actually had this for about 2 months now. So if this is something I've been meaning to do. You can make vision boards in so many different ways. If you go to Pinterest or even many YouTube videos, you'll find heaps of inspiration on how to construct a vision board. But today, I'm just gonna be cutting and pasting and getting very creative. So let's get started. It's pretty vague, it's not very good, but I figured things would come to me as I was actually starting to work on this. And yes, a couple of things are blurred because these things are very personal, and I could have made a fake vision board for the purpose of this video, but I didn't want to. I wanted to actually make my real one and share some of the things that I would like to do for the rest of 2019 with you. So I am gonna get started on the next thing. Step 2 is to get some images, and I do actually have a couple of magazines, so I'm going to look through those, but I'll probably be getting a lot of images just from Google search or from Pinterest. My friend actually gave me these magazines, and I have no idea what the collective is, but I thought I would just have a quick look through them and see if there's anything that I connect with. Believe how much stuff is in these magazines that is so relevant to my vision board. It's crazy. These are called the Collective or the Renegade Collective. I don't know anything about the magazines. My friend just gave them to me when she wanted to get rid of them. I wasn't expecting it because most beauty and fashion magazines just have ads, like they're full of ads, whereas this actually has substance. This is so cool. I wrote down that I wanted to do painting, and there's a really cute little illustration of some paintbrushes and the thingy that you mix paint on. Like, it's perfect. I just printed out my first sheet from Pinterest, and I have 2 different goals on here. So I have some tomatoes and tomato plants because I would really like to start a little vegetable garden. And then I also have a lot of hanging plants and just plants in general because I would like to turn the black clothes rack that I have from Kmart into a hanging plant thing like this. So those are 2 of the goals that are kind of at the front of my mind at the moment, so I thought I would start there. Once you have cut out all of your images, and I certainly do not have all of my images cut out, I just have my Pinterest ones, you can start arranging them onto your board. So I do need to cut out some of the magazine ones because I did just tear pages out or I cut them out messily. Another thing that you know I really love are fresh flowers. So I just found a couple of photos that were floral and I thought could inspire me for my home and maybe some Instagram flat lays because I haven't been making them as much recently and I would like to get back into it. I just thought I would update you where I'm at. I actually haven't started on any of the personal stuff, so I'm happy to show you everything that I've got here. I'm running out of time though. Where do I start? I'm going to start by saying that everything is actually interconnected. When I look at things that are in this category, I'm like, oh, they could actually go into this category or into this category or this category. So that's something that I've learnt along the way on this journey, that everything's actually a little bit connected, which is really cool. So I do have my vegetable garden stuff up here, the hanging plants and maybe just more plants in general stuff down here. My teeny tiny little art thing, I think I might need to put some actual paint on here, which I think would be really cool. And then over here, I just have some sort of flat lay looking type things. I might even print out some of my own Instagram flat lays that I've done to remind myself to keep making them. In this little category here, I just have things that I like, pictures that I found. And then down here, I just have some quotes. And it's actually quite late in the afternoon. I know the lighting still looks good, but it's not that great in here. I think I underestimated how long this would take. So it's not really a Friday afternoon project, but maybe more of an entire weekend project. I did really want to edit this up and have this uploaded for you tomorrow, but I think I'm just gonna keep going with it and I'll get it up when it gets up. I'm going to be very honest and tell you that this is not as enjoyable while I'm filming it because it's stressful trying to think if I've got all the shots correctly to show you everything that I'm doing, or I've talked about things or explained things enough. So I'm going to spend the afternoon just doing this on my own, not filming it. If I do anything that's drastically different, instead of cutting out pictures, then I will film it. But I think I just need a little bit of time on my own just to work on it, but I'll check back in with you guys tomorrow when I continue on with this. Just real quick before I go, I don't remember the last time I had this kind of mess in my house, and it's actually really exciting because it's just bringing back great memories from when I was young and I used to really get in and do this sort of thing. It is definitely not the next day. It is a few days later. I didn't really get a chance to do anything over the weekend, but it's actually not such a bad thing because I've had a bit of a chance to think about what else I would like to add to my board. I do need to go to Pinterest and print out a few more images, and then I also have to show you something that I did because I think it's actually really cool. So what I did is I went through the articles in the magazine and I cut out words that I felt fit some of the sections on my board. So I've got going green, healthier, good for the planet, and environment, which I think all fit really well with having your own vegetable garden. I have heaps of other ones that I did. I'd still like to cut out a few more, but I think it's starting to look really cool. All the waterfalls and the wild waters hanging off the cliffs, counting all the shadows. I just decided to outline my name in the middle, and I was thinking about putting 2019, but I decided to put my name because this is all about me, and I want to put my name in big glittery letters just because I want to. So I'm really excited to do this. Bittersweet shine, I get what you need. I'll make you feel free, be mine tonight, and feel my blue sky within. I get what you need. I'll make you feel free, be mine tonight. I'm so excited. It looks so good. I'm gonna leave that to dry, and I think I'm gonna start sticking down some of this other stuff. I am sitting at this bar trying to forget all the fun we used to have. Even though I'm better. It's mostly done except for this patch over here. I'll get to that in a second. I think my name looks really, really cool and I'm very excited. I just want to add a few little touches. So basically what happened is I had all these extra images just of things that I liked, some things that I would like to get, just things that I liked, and I just didn't feel right about sticking them down. So I'm going to leave this blank for now and come back to it because I just don't want to stick anything down unless it's exactly what I want. I just realized I turned my camera off to do my paint swatch, which is very annoying. I'm gonna mix some white with it. Get what you need, I'll make you feel free, be mine tonight. So I just added some paint into this corner. I thought it would be cool because it's all about painting to actually put some real paint on there, so I really like that. And I'd like to put some sequins on here as well to match with the gold, but I actually don't know where my sequins are, so I'm going to have to do that another day and pick up some more. And then I'll just have to finish this corner up here, but that's pretty much it. And I'm really excited that I'm not actually finished because I still want to keep working on this, but I thought I would wrap the video up for you because it's probably getting a bit long and I can sort of show you where I'm at and what's going on. I got my garden section, my plant section, and funnily enough, sometimes vision boards work faster than you think. So I put this fiddle leaf fig on here with no real intention of buying a fiddle leaf fig, and then Dan and I went plant shopping on the weekend. And this is my new fiddle leaf fig. I don't really like to buy plants unless I have a real connection with them, and this was the only one that I just looked at and I was like, he has to come home with me. So there's one of my new plants. The other thing that I did remember is you can totally put things on a vision board that aren't practical, just things that you want. So I have a pair of Dior shoes that I actually tried on in store the other day. They're fabulous. And then I have an iPad because Dan has an iPad, and I actually downloaded Illustrator onto his iPad and I started trying to draw cartoons, and I'm really excited about it. I don't know if I want to show you guys, but I really think I want to get an iPad because I will be able to do so much with it, but I'll also get to be really creative and do some more drawing, which is really cool as well. That wraps up my vision board. As I said, I'm so excited that I'm not quite finished yet because there's a few things that I would like to do to it, and I just want to make it all perfect. I definitely need some more glitter, and I was just thinking maybe even some gemstones or something. I might have to check back in with you another time and let you know how I went with it, but I'm really hoping that this has inspired you to get a bit creative and work out how you would like the rest of your year to go. I think it is really important at this time of the year to do a little bit of a refresh and reevaluate of where your year is going, and I'm so excited that I did that because I feel so much more motivated, and now I have some colorful direction of where my life is going, and I'm just really happy with it. So hope you guys have enjoyed. Up the top here you can check out my last video. Down the bottom I will leave a link to another one of my videos, and I will see you in the next one.